5 surprising facts about sargassum. Number 1. The Mayans were already familiar with sargassum. Small waves of sargassum washed up on their beaches, not as massive as today, and they believed it was the waste of some marine deity. Number 2. Christopher Columbus described the Sargasso Sea during his early explorations. He described it as a vast brown zone that made ship transit difficult and aroused curiosity and mystery. This fueled many later stories about monsters and strange creatures living in its depths, such as the Kraken. It is now known that the Sargasso Sea, located near the famous Bermuda Triangle, is a closed ecosystem, where this seaweed serves as a refuge, breeding ground, and feeding ground for many economically and ecologically important species, such as marlin, turtles, and sea bass, among others. It is from this area that some spontaneous swells previously originated, seen on Caribbean beaches and covering only a few centimeters of coastline. However, it is now known that sargassum comes from a second Sargasso Sea, created by several factors such as climate change, ocean pollution, and Saharan dust. And speaking of the topic, 3. What is the origin of the massive sargassum floods? According to several sources, it is the result of several factors: the aforementioned climate change, fertilizers dumped into the ocean, changes in ocean currents, dust from the Sahara, pollution from untreated waters dumped into the sea by various Caribbean cities, Amazonian deforestation, and possibly other causes that are still being investigated, such as pollution from cruise ships and other vessels entering the sea. It will only be a matter of time before all the causes that generate the rapid and widespread reproduction of this algae are confirmed, as all these factors release nutrients into the sea, which were not present in such quantities in the past and which the algae uses to survive and colonize the coasts. 4th, sargassum has been visible from space. 2018 was one of the years with the highest number of sargassum seas washing up on beaches, the result of the creation of a new sargassum sea, called the Great Sargassum Belt, off the coast of Brazil. This area was so massive that its weight was estimated at over 20 million tons, stretching over 8,000 kilometers and visible from space, encompassing the coasts of Africa, South America, and the Caribbean, creating a contrast between the blue waters of the Atlantic and the enormous brown patch. 5. Sargassum has spurred a series of ventures and projects seeking to address the problem. These include furniture, notebooks, shoes, building blocks, biogas, and biodiesel, the latter two of which are most often proposed by UNAM researchers as the most appropriate cost-benefit measures. However, these measures pale in comparison to the mismanagement of national, state, and municipal funds, corruption, and short-term ideas that fail to understand that we are facing a new scenario for our beaches. Did you already know any of this information? What do you think about the sargassum problem? Do you know any other information we should know? Leave your opinion in the comments and share it so that the information reaches more people and we can continue creating this academic content.